up, everybody? My name is Eris, and I'll be your ferryman today. And I am taking you guys over to Reddit. So, I have an addiction, like I think many of you have, and I'm addicted to Am I the A-hole? I love hearing about these problems. And I'm assuming you do too, considering it's all over TikTok right now and has been for a hot second. So, let's pop over there, see what it's like for ourselves. And if you guys do like this type of content, please give it a like so I can know to keep doing it. However, let's just jump right into it. So, Am I the A-hole? Here's a quick rundown. Am I the A-hole is we will hear a situation that someone genuinely wants clarity on to see if they are in the wrong here. There is YTA, which you're the A-hole. There's NTA, which is not the A-hole, and those are the basics. The rest I have underneath me. Might be a little bit hard to see at some points because the background is ever moving. However, let's get right into it. And I will be sure to see if there's any acronyms. I will translate in real time, just so you know. But let's get right into it. Am I the a-hole for telling my kids if they want their late father's stuff, then they can buy it at the yard sale? I don't know if I'm being a dick or not. My husband passed away about 2 years ago. He had cancer and decided not to fight it. He passed away and has been rough for all of my kids. They are all adults. The oldest is 31 and the youngest is 25. I still live in the home my husband and I shared. I've been slowly getting rid of things, and I've asked the kids multiple times if they want something that need to get it. Nothing. Every time they never take anything. I've decided to have a yard sale, and what doesn't sell there, I will start putting on Facebook Marketplace and other platforms. I'm tired of looking at all my dead husband's stuff, day in and day out. It's depressing. It's like living with a ghost. I went over to my son's to print out some flyers since my printer wasn't working. This is when I informed him I am selling as much as possible. He got upset for selling Dad's stuff. The rest of the kids were informed and they were upset as well. I told them if they want something of his, then buy it at the yard sale. They had 2 years to grab stuff. One called me a dick, and I'm doubting myself on this. Edit. I don't care about the money. They could give me a penny. What I care about is that they're serious about taking it and it doesn't come back to my home. I don't want them to take boxes and then a few months later it's back at my home. I mean, that is a very valid story. It's like, for that, it's like, I personally, leave your answers in the comment. I would love to hear. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this one. However, me personally, if I was in that situation, which thankfully I have never been in, therefore my opinion might not matter as much, honestly. And that is a thing, and that is okay. I would say not the a-hole with that. It's like, honestly, I'm gonna go a strong nah on that one. I don't think there is an a-hole. Nah is no a-holes. Okay, is what nah is. NHA is no a-holes. I mean, the kids are being a little bit difficult about it. However, it's like getting rid of your childhood stuff. Like, your family replaces all their furniture and you thought that they would keep it forever so you'd always be able to see it. Is where I'm getting the feeling of, like, I've been the kid who's lost all, like, a good chunk of their stuff because of just purge and estate sales of grandparents and whatnot. That's the place I can come from. And it's like, it's hard to see stuff go, and that's where I think the kids are coming from. Like, it's their father's stuff, and they always thought it would be there because their mother would keep it. It's not necessarily that they have a place for it. They just always thought it'd be around, and that's probably why they're upset. I don't fully know. But it could have been handled a little bit better. She did give them 2 years, is the thing. It's like, she's definitely not the a-hole. I don't think the kids are a-holes, but the person is definitely not the a-hole in this situation. The kids had 2 years, they never took anything, and now they're angry because things are going away. This was in a sense a 2-year warning. She was not going to hang on to it forever. It's not her moving on. It's her wanting to heal. And if you're constantly surrounded by that kind of stuff, it's reopening that wound that you lost the love of your life. So I don't personally think that she's the a-hole in that situation, but that's my opinion. What is your guys' leave it down in the comments if you guys agree with me, if you guys disagree, if you guys have related incidences. I want to hear it. Let me know. But let's look at one more. Am I the a-hole? Okay, here's gonna be our last one for the night. Am I the a-hole for rejecting my niece's adoption request in front of people? Okay. Okay. I have secondhand embarrassment. Okay. My niece, 14, has lived with me since her parents went to prison 5 years ago. Drugs. My sister is getting out later this year. She has been working very hard in prison to improve herself and got her GED. We're still very close and we talk via an app the prison provides, and I take her daughter to visit her, along with her brother who lives with his dad's brother once a month. Her brother who lives with her dad's brother? Daughter, brother. So there's 2 kids. His dad's brother. I'm hoping we're going to find out who that is in a second. We were having a birthday dinner at my mother's for myself and my daughter, 16. Most of my family was there. For my present, my niece decided to give me adoption request papers or whatever they are. I never ended up reading them. I was stunned and just shook my head. I was so shocked and confused. Plan was she was always supposed to go home. My mother was upset by this request as well as my other siblings. And my husband couldn't think of what to do either. She never brought this up in counseling or anything. I can't do that to my sister. I would not be able to take care of her without support financially from my grandma, who would stop supporting if I agreed. This was never even a thought. Now she and my daughter hate me. It seems my son, 21, said it was probably something she got from TikTok. And she will eventually get over it. My husband agrees with me. My siblings are staying out of it. My nephew isn't speaking to his sister now. It's a mess. Am I the a-hole here? Trying to get outside opinion. Reddit seems to be a good place as any. ETA. My sister has a home with lot rent paid and a job with my aunt waiting the minute she gets out, since this keeps coming up. Okay. I'm speechless. I want. Okay, so. Okay, so I. NTA, yes, your immediate response could have been better, but you were in a state of shock and caught off guard. So I think it was understandable. Did your niece have help from an adult to get these adoption request papers? If so, was that person aware that she was always supposed to go back to her mom? If you haven't done so already, talking to both your niece and daughter separately about why you didn't agree to the request is probably in order. Okay, so. Wow. Wow. That was a great one. That was beautiful actually. So I agree that OP was not the a-hole, NTA, in that situation, since there was always a plan in place. Since mom wasn't going away forever, mom had a plan to come home. She has a home, she has a job, she has a life set up for her daughter. There was a plan this entire time. And adoption was not it. So NTA, but wow. Jeez. That was, yeah. That was a big one. I've been seeing, like, there's Girl Meets World, inverted version of that. It was like Maya's birthday, and Sean decides to give Maya adoption papers to make Maya officially his, since her mom and him were a thing. And, like, that's the only place I've ever seen that on the internet. But, like, whew, it's definitely not NTA on that one. It's just, I really, if there's ever a part two to this, I want to know if the niece knew the plan, or if the niece casually just forgot in the many days of visiting. Also, who's the brother? Is it like OP's brother? Like the girl's like, so there's a daughter, there's a son, I'm guessing, because her brother is with her brother's something. Um, his dad's brother. Okay, so he's with the uncle. Brother's with the uncle. I wonder if the brother's okay. I wonder how he's doing. We'll probably go on about those a few years from now. Anyways, yeah, no, definitely NTA, but that was a wow. That was a good one to leave off on, actually. If you guys like this content from me, please leave a like if you want to see more, at least. If you guys like content in general from me, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, be good, behave, stay out of trouble, and or don't get caught, and I will catch you next time. Bye!